because I think that'll open up a whole avenue for the New York Mets to go defensively. Now, speaking of other guys defensively that I think are going to be an impact, Luis Robert. Now, he's one player in this lineup that when I look at this lineup, I go, if he stays healthy, that could change the outcome of the entire Mets season. And I say that because I saw what he did in 2023. So, yes, that's his subpar seasons are already better than what any Met center fielder has done in the last 4 or 5 years. So, I'll take Luis Robert's floor. So Luis Robert, definitely going to be a guy to keep a lookout for this season. If he can stay healthy, this whole season could change. And then the Met rotation. I wanted to touch base on them for a little bit. Looking at how it's being built with Freddie Peralta at the top and then Nolan McLean, to name a few, that's a really, really good, solid 1, 2, 3. It's the bottom half that's really been underrated. Guys that have been successful, that if they are successful, this Met rotation could be pretty dangerous. This is a pretty underrated pitching staff, in my opinion. You got Manaea coming back from injury, fully healthy. You have David Peterson, one more year under his belt, a full season of pitching under his belt for the first time, where he had to go the full season and pitch. Was fully healthy for that, kind of hit a wall, has that behind him now. I'm expecting big things from David Peterson. I'm actually expecting, I know this is kind of silly to say this because a lot of Met fans probably aren't on the same page. Kodai Senga is the forgotten man in this rotation. And that could be a very, very good weapon for the New York Mets, along with guys like Jonah Tong and Christian Scott, guys who are going to start the year in AAA. Those are the two guys that could come up and change the trajectory of this rotation. So, very, very solid rotation, I think the Mets have. I think the Mets have a lot of good things going for them behind the scenes that I mentioned with a couple of my topics here today. And I'm very excited to bring you guys this episode.